Hello friends. So continuing with our classification, we were through with our small phylums. We have to take up the classification of plants and classification of animals. I'm going to briefly take up all for NTSC. Plant classification, though in NTSC biology number of questions is just 12. Out of 12 you get hardly 1 or 2 questions on plant classification. As per 9th and 10th standard, you don't have to go much in detail. So what we say that plants are classified on the basis of certain criteria into different divisions. First criteria that we take into consideration is embryo. On the basis of embryo, whether it is absent or it is present, we classify plants into Thallophyta and Embryophyta. The ones with embryo are Embryophyta. Embryophyta are further classified on the basis of presence or absence of vascular tissue, because the ones which have embryo are a multicellular structure which is organized into different layers. So their body is slightly more differentiated. They can have more differentiated plant tissues like vascular tissues, xylem and phloem, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, whereas Thallophyta have undifferentiated body. No specialized tissues of plants are present. There is no embryonic organization, there is no tissue organization. We do not have much of specialized body parts. So we do not say that they have any root, stem or leaf. No root, no stem, no leaf. We say algae are thallophytes. Embryophyte, on the other hand, when are classified on the basis or absence or presence of vascular tissue, we say embryophytes can be non-vascular embryophytes are bryophytes, and vascular embryophytes are known as tracheophytes. As the trachea word stands for tube, when they have tube-like structures for conduction, such plants are called tracheophyta. But a bryophyta we considered plants such as liverworts, hornworts and mosses. We say mosses are those mat-like plants which grow over rocks at the seashores or over tree barks. They cover the entire surface and they prevent soil erosion also. Mosses, classic example, Funaria, must know. Liverworts, examples you should know, Rixia and Marchantia. Ideal characteristics of bryophytes, that bryophytes grow in damp, cool areas. They are the amphibians of plant kingdom. They need water for completing their life cycle. That's why they are always found near the shores. Then we say not much differentiated, बहुत ज़्यादा differentiated इनकी body नहीं होती है. No root, no stem, no leaf, but have root-like structures called rhizoids. Thread-like होते हैं, flat सी इनकी body होती है और नीचे वाले surface से thread-like structures निकलते हैं. इनको हम बोलते हैं राइजोइड्स. ठीक, सरफेस के ऊपर इनके पास ओपनिंग्स होती हैं, गैस एक्सचेंज करते हैं, सेक्स ऑर्गन्स भी लगाते हैं, जैकेटेड सेक्स ऑर्गन्स होते हैं. ठीक, गैमीट फॉर्मेशन होती है, फर्टिलाइजेशन होती है, प्लांट बॉडी बनती है. कुछ प्लांट बॉडी का पार्ट हैप्लॉइड होता है, कुछ प्लांट बॉडी का पार्ट डिप्लॉइड होता है. सो वी से द हैप्लॉइड पार्ट इज कॉल्ड द गैमीटोफिटिक बॉडी. द डिप्लॉइड बॉडी इज नोन एज द स्पोरोफिटिक बॉडी. very important to understand major difference between bryophytes and pteridophytes, which are tracheophyta, that bryophytes का जो haploid body है, जो gamete जैसा ploidy number वाला body है, gametophyte, it is more dominant, it is self-existing, it is photosynthetic, whereas the diploid body which is formed after fertilization, zygote and embryonic development, that is dependent upon the gametophytic body. One thing important, star question mark, that gametophyte is dominant, sporophyte is parasitic or dependent on gametophyte. Gametophyte means the haploid body. ठीक? Now, looking at tracheophytes, I say they are further classified on the basis of presence or absence of seed. कि whether they have seed or they do not have seed. Then we say classic question, seedless vascular plants. Which are those? Which have vascular tissue but no seed. They are pteridophytes. And these were the first land plants with root, stem and leaf. Differentiated body. They also need water to complete life cycle. And hence they also grow in cool, damp, shady areas. Classic plants which we consider under pteridophytes are ferns beta. Be them whisk ferns, be them horsetails, they are all pteridophytes. छोटी सी हाइट के प्लांट होते हैं, ठीक है, रूट्स इनकी डीप होती हैं, स्टेम छोटा सा होता है, लीव्स यूजुअली यंग लीव्स कर्ल्ड रहती हैं, mature leaves are compound leaves. हाँ, they don't have a single leaf, the leaf is a compound leaf. One big leaf is broken into many small, and a plant with such type of leaves is known as a fern or a pteridophyte. कोई veins नहीं होती है, एक mid vein होती है जो दिखाई देती है, midrib जिसको हम बोलते हैं, right? And for pteridophytes we say that these are plants which usually have reproductive organs. Both the organs are of similar nature, both the gametes are of similar nature, they are not different. तो हम कोई बहुत ज़्यादा difference नहीं करते हैं कि male और female बहुत different body बनाएंगे. Organs different है, fertilization होगा, but ऐसा कोई different body नहीं बनेगा कि female की body में ही development होगी या male की body अलग है, फीमेल की बॉडी अलग है, नॉट लाइक दैट. इस प्रोसेस को, इस फिनोमिना को हम हीटेरोसिस बोलते हैं, दैट मेल एंड फीमेल कैन बी डिस्टिंग्विश्ड सेपरेटली. दैट हीटेरोसिस was not present in pteridophytes. That's why we did not have any seed formation. Seed is like a young one which is growing in the mother's body, more towards the female body. So there has to be a distinguish between male and female. Question आ जाता है कि heterosis was first time seen in gymnosperms, ठीक है? But if the question comes, when did seed habit start originating? तो वो टेरिडोफाइट्स में कुछ टेरिडोफाइट्स ऐसे थे जिनके अंदर मेल फीमेल सेपरेट गैमीट, सेपरेट स्ट्रक्चर, सेपरेट बॉडी जैसा बनने लगा. उनको हमने बोला दैट दे आर हेटेरोस्पोरस. उनका जो डिफरेंट तरीके का फीमेल स्पोर था, डिफरेंट तरीके का मेल स्पोर था. तो टेरिडोफाइट्स में हम ये भी वर्ड यूज करते हैं कि जो हमारी स्पोरोफाइट है वो डोमिनेंट होता है. जैसे कि अगर हम ब्रायोफाइट से कंपेयर करें तो कि ब्रायोफाइट में गैमीटोफाइट डोमिनेंट था, हैप्लॉइड बॉडी. टेरिडोफाइट्स में स्पोरोफाइट डोमिनेंट होता है, डिप्लॉइड बॉडी. एंड स्पोरोफाइट जो स्पोर बनाता है कैन बी सेम टाइप ऑफ स्पोर्स कैन बी डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ स्पोर्स. तो होमोस्पोरस और हेटेरोस्पोरस दो तरीके के फर्न्स हमें नजर आते हैं. क्वेश्चन आ जाता है विच इज अ हेटेरोस्पोरस pteridophyte or a fern which led to the development of seed habit. We have Selaginella. आना चाहिए कि स्पोरोफाइट जब हेटेरोस्पोरस हो तो उसमें मेल फीमेल अलग होगा, वो एक तरीके का हेटेरोसिस शो करेगा. एंड क्लासिक एग्जाम्पल we say Selaginella, Salvinia. These are all your ferns, my dear. Dryopteris is also a fern. ठीक. Lastly, coming to those type of plants which we consider as seeded tracheophytes, we call them spermatophytes, my dear. They are also known as the phanerogams. Which are further classified on the basis of whether the seed is covered by a fruit wall or it is not covered by a fruit wall. And as we have read in previous classes, fruit wall is formed by ovary. तो जिनके पास ओवरी रहेगा उनके पास फ्रूट वॉल होगी, उनका सीड फ्रूट वॉल से कवर्ड होगा. जिनके पास ओवरी नहीं होगी उनका नहीं होगा. So what are those type of plants? We say whether there is presence of a fruit wall cover over seeds. So we gymnosperms have naked seeds and angiosperms have covered seeds. They have ovary, they have flower, they are the flowering plants and they do form fruit wall also. Clear? Angiosperms. Gymnosperms, we say these are basically the plants which form cones. ठीक है? They are usually seen in cold countries. कोल्ड कंट्रीज में देखे जाते हैं, कोल्ड क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन में. थिक वुडी स्टेम होता है. लीव्स रिड्यूस्ड होती है ट्रांसपिरेशन को कम करने के लिए, क्योंकि ठंड में पानी ऑलरेडी कम है तो हमें लीव्स रिड्यूस चाहिए सो दैट देयर इज नो ट्रांसपिरेशन. प्लस दे फॉर्म cones, separate male and female cones showing heterosis leading to the formation of seed. Plus their major dominant body is a sporophyte. diploid body होती है. haploid structure से बहुत limited growth show करते हैं, जैसे कि pollen grain हो गया. और फीमेल्स के अंदर भी हमारा जो गैमीटोफाइट होता है उसमें से सेक्स ऑर्गन होता है ताकि वो गैमीट बनाए. दैट्स इट. तो हम बोलते हैं कि मेजर बॉडी जो डोमिनेंट है वो स्पोरोफाइट है. तो इनकी स्पोरोफिटिक लाइफ होती है, हमेशा डिप्लॉयड ही रहते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स. इसमें किस तरीके के प्लांट्स आते हैं? हम बोलते हैं कॉनिफरस फॉरेस्ट वाले जो कॉनिफर्स हैं, जैसे कि पाइन ट्रीज, वो जिम्नोस्पर्म है. टॉल होते हैं, वुडी होते हैं. हमारे जितने भी साइकैड्स हैं आप देखते होंगे, बहुत थिक सा स्टेम होता है, ऐसे रिंग्स बने होते हैं और एक क्राउन ऑफ लीव्स होती हैं पतली पतली. ये साइकस का प्लांट होता है. साइकैड्स आर आल्सो व्हाट? जिम्नोस्पर्म. दे डू नॉट हैव एनी फ्लावर, दे डू नॉट हैव एनी फ्रूट, बट दे हैव सीड्स. ठीक है, एंड दे फॉर्म कोन्स. देन वी हैव सर्टन प्लांट्स जिनको हम बोलते हैं दे आर लिविंग फॉसिल्स कॉल्ड जिंको. Very important. They are also gymnosperms. They haven't changed from the time they have evolved. Roots of gymnosperms are usually associated with either algae or with fungi, and the fungi association of roots are known as mycorrhizal roots. Specifically conifers में ज़्यादा देखी जाती हैं. Fungal associated roots. क्वेश्चन आ जाए, helps in absorption of water and mineral, acts as a biofertilizer. Lastly, looking at angiosperms, these are the flowering plants, the most advanced of the plant kingdom. This division includes plants which form seed, which have vascular tissue, which have root, stem, leaf of different morphology, and they are specialized for performing functions. They are classified into two on the basis of the embryonic structure. कि whether the embryo has one cotyledon or whether the embryo has two cotyledon. When it has one cotyledon, we call them monocot. When we have two cotyledons, we call them dicot. Usually monocot में कैसे plants आते हैं? Are cereals like wheat, maize, rice. These are all monocots. Single cotyledon. Dicot usually consists of pulses, gram, nut, pea, etc. ठीक? So briefly, again I am going to quickly revise the plant classification. It's very simple. Plants are classified on certain criteria. First, whether the body is differentiated or not, embryo है या नहीं, जिनमें नहीं है वो sac-like body वाले, वो सारे algae. They are usually unicellular, can be multicellular. We say we have three types of algae: green algae, red algae, and brown algae, with no root, stem, or leaf. You should know one example each in the list to know of. That green algae, we have Chlamydomonas, we have Spirogyra, we have Eulothrix, we have Alva, we have Cara, we have Caulerpa. There are many green algae. Red algae, you should know Porphyra, Polysiphonia. Brown algae, Fucus laminarin. ब्राउन algae से हमें alginate मिलता है उनकी सेल वॉल से. रेड algae से हमें अगार अगार मिलता है. क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, आना चाहिए. That cell wall has agar agar. ठीक? And those which do not have a sac-like body, have a differentiated body, slightly differentiated body with an embryo, they are called embryophytes on the basis of vascular tissue. Non-vascular are bryophytes, vascular are tracheophytes. Vascular tracheophytes, seedless are pteridophytes, with seed are spermatophytes. Spermatophyte seed may have naked seed or covered seed. Nakeds are gymnosperm and covered are angiosperms. Quickly, a brief review of the plant classification. Hope it helps you before you write your NTSC exam. Thank you very much.